All right, so for this video, we're going to talk about the 5th grade folder and how to design it, or excuse me, how to transfer a print using markers. And so the first thing is you're going to get a piece of paper about this size. You'll want to fold it in half. And when you fold it, the outside is going to be the dull side. So hold your ends together and make sure you get a nice tight fold along the edge here. All right, so normally books will open up like this. So this is going to be my front cover. And as we practiced the other day, we are going to take the tray with a sponge and we're gonna get this whole thing wet. Well, that was an accident. Whoops, we'll have to be a little more careful than what I did here. But I'm gonna go ahead and take water and just spread it all around here. I want this to absorb some water before I do my print. So I'm gonna take a little time and just go around and around and around. Take some off the table even. I got plenty of water in my sponge. When I go ahead and do my print, I really don't want like puddles of water, and I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it's really, really shiny, which is good, except I don't want obvious shiny puddles. And so I'm going to do one more, just kind of swipe through. I've given it a chance to absorb into the paper, and I've swiped it. And now I'm going to take my design, which is right here, and I'm going to lay it over the top. I'm going to be real careful when I do this. I want to put it down and leave it in that spot. So I've laid it down already. I'm going to go ahead and just take my hands, concentrate on some areas and say, okay, I want it to transfer here. I want some of these fun streaks to come up and blend into some of the other colors. And you notice I'm always holding it down with one hand. So if I'm going to switch to this hand moving, I'm going to hold it down with the other hand. I don't know if you saw that, but the fan is going and it just kind of blew my paper up, which is kind of cool because I could see the effects that it was causing here, but I didn't get to print right here. So I laid it back. And again, that's why it's really important to always hold it down with one hand, kind of keep it in place. And I think we're good to go. I need a little bit of marker right here and a little bit right here. I'm going to lift it up and voila, there's my print. Now, because my folder's pretty wet, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open it up and I'm going to let it dry that way so it does not stick together. And then I'm going to put this on the drying rack. So I'm going to move my camera over here. We've got 2 drying racks. And you'll notice that the drying racks are labeled. This one says period 2-7. So period 2 for my 5th graders, you are going to put yours on the drying rack. And you want to kind of figure out about where you put it each day. So if I put it up here, I know that it's in the top portion of the drying rack. And then you can get it the next day. So that brings me back to one more question. And that is the fact that you need to put your name on your folders before you actually do the print and before you put it on the drying rack. And so that's how you do your print on your folder cover.